First news story. A top UK comedy club bans audience members with Botox. Apparently because you can't see them smile. But I think it might just be because people weren't smiling at their jokes. And from the article, top secret comedy club audience members will be vetted by door staff trained to carry out ID checks and expression tests designed to detect the Botox. And I really don't think I would go to a comedy club if there was a doorman whose job it was expression checks, which I assume is they make you do a bunch of different faces to see if you can do them. Our second story, they got the first ever footage of humpback whales having sex. And it's two guys. They're humpback whales, literally. They're gay humpback whales. They're bareback whales. They're broke-back whales. There's chemicals in the water turning the damn whales gay. Third story, a Missouri man was charged for a second time for trying to have sex with a seat on a public transportation. And for the second time, means he's definitely into it. And second time, it was only the second time he was caught. So he could have done this a million times for all we know. And from the article, it says he was trying to have sex with the upper bar. I don't have any idea what that really means. What is the upper bar? And what kind of position do you have to be if it's an upper bar? Was he like holding himself like on the ceiling or some shit? I want to see the footage. Apparently there's footage. I want to see the footage. There's a picture of this guy, and he's definitely the guy who did it. Okay, this one's actually kind of sad. There was a fat lady, a 240-pound woman, babysitting a kid, and to punish the kid, she sat on him and killed him. And this woman's name is Jennifer, total fat girl name. The crime she's being tried for, the punishment is up to 6 years in jail, it says. The crime I was recently being tried for is up to 15 years in jail. And I killed 0 children. Also, this reminds me of when Christopher Moltisanti kills that dog.
What you going on doing? It ain't over.
What? Christopher! She's not breathing! Her neck feels broken! Look! Oh my god! She's dead!
Next story up, we have a cop who arrested 4 sober people for DUI. Which, if there's cops arresting sober people for DUI, you might as well just drive drunk anyway if they're going to be arresting you regardless. This reminds me of the time a cop arrested someone who had a glazed donut for having crystal meth. Also, one of the false arrests was on a teacher. And the cop was not punished, by the way. Okay, this story might be the one that's the most controversial in what I'm about to say. It's an artist, air quotes artist, whose exhibit was putting pigs in a cage and letting them starve to death. And somebody stole the pigs. And what I thought when I seen this is it happened in Denmark. What would have happened if Hitler won the war? I don't think this exhibit would have happened. I think probably this guy would have got gassed for having this kind of an exhibit. The Nazis were real big on animal rights. Apparently, they passed a law that it's illegal to slaughter animals without anesthetic, and Goring sent a guy to a concentration camp for killing a frog. He sent a guy, a human, to a concentration camp for killing a frog. So that's how hardcore they were about it. Also, after I wrote all that, I learned that the artist responsible for this also just happens to be Jewish. But I'm sure that's a coincidence. Okay, next story, we got a guy who he snitched on his friend, and he got life in jail, even though he snitched. He snitched probably thinking he would get less time, and he still got life. This is why you never snitch. And apparently, according to his defense, he killed the woman because she was abusing her kids. So maybe that's true. I don't know the guy. Next story, the Supreme Court weakens rules on the discharge of sewage into water supplies because our water was already clean, right? It was so clean we can take it. It totally wasn't dirty already, right? Did they ever fix Flint, Michigan or East Palestine? No, they didn't. Here we have a kid. He called 911 to get donuts, and the cops actually delivered him donuts. And he's really lucky that he didn't get shot. And if he has any pets, they're really, really lucky that they didn't get shot. Did you know cops kill 10,000 dogs a year, plus kittens? Okay, our final story. This one just writes itself. We have an Asian woman running a happy ending massage parlor, and her name is Soon Bang. Like Soon Bang. If you were to write it as a joke and it weren't a real event, it would be very racist. Next up, there's a man named He Whack who was arrested for masturbating in public. Okay, that's the end of this video, guys. Fun fact about me. Once on a first date, a woman told me the shirt was ugly. But I still like it. I still love it. I still wear it.